Hey y'all, real quick, this is one of the most epic videos I've ever edited. It's a lot of music, it's a lot of mowing, it's a lot of throwing, it's a lot of success. I hope you enjoy it. Sit back and crank it. But before we get into it, I wanted to let you know we've extended our Memorial Day discount all the way to the end of May. That's 10% off your complete purchase. Look at the pinned comment below or in the description for the code to use on either website, thelawncarenut.com or yardmastery.com. And with that, let's get right into the video. I hope you like it. Hey, what's up y'all? I'm Alan Hain, the Lawn Care Nut. Thanks for coming back for yet another week. So it's actually Friday morning right now when I'm filming this. As far as I'm concerned, this is the start of my Memorial Day weekend, and I'm getting it started off right. I'm gonna load up the beaver right there, and I'm gonna go out and enjoy a mow at the project lawn. But before we go getting too crazy, I do wanna honor what this weekend is all about. The Memorial Day weekend and Memorial Day on Monday, May 25th is a day that we take to remember, honor, and even celebrate those who have given the ultimate sacrifice in giving their lives to protect our freedom here in the United States of America. Now, over the years, Memorial Day has become a whole lot more. It becomes a time where we also think about those who are actively serving to protect us. We think about our veterans. We think about our first responders. Anybody on the front line, whether it's in our neighborhoods or overseas, we think about and honor them during this time. So I just want to take a quick moment and say to any of you out there who do anything in any way, shape, or form to protect our way of life, thank you. And if you're somebody that has to work during this weekend and you're not able to take time to get away with family and friends, I really want to say thank you for helping keep this country going, especially during everything that's going on right now. Thank you so much for literally putting your life on the line to keep our way of life safe, secure, and to keep us enjoying our freedoms as we do. And speaking of freedom, I can't think of any better way to start the Freedom Weekend off than enjoying a mow here on my John Deere tractor. Hey, real quick, while you see me over there enjoying the mow, I wanted to remind you in case you missed it, I just released a free smartphone app, and it's got 3 features that I think will be interesting to you. The first is it's in a lawn journal. The second is it's real-time soil temps. And then the third is it's step-by-step what to put down and when to put it down. And I'm actually gonna be using it at my house a little later on in this video as I throw down my Memorial Day app, which for me is round 3. So make sure you check that out. Click the link in the description below or search Yard Mastery on either one of the app stores. Hey, what's up y'all? All right, so today is actually Saturday, and I'm gonna film the bulk of this video on Saturday here, part of the Memorial Day weekend, so still counts for the Memorial Day throwdown. But the reason that I'm starting here on Saturday is so I can edit on Sunday and then enjoy Monday with my family. My youngest son, the chef, is actually in the kitchen right now getting prepared for tonight's dinner, which are gonna be steaks on the Traeger. But of course, you guys know this is one of the most exciting times of the year for lawn care nuts like you and me, and I'm gonna start this one off right. And I'm gonna get a mow in. Now, before I reveal to you who from the fleet made the call for this very special Enjoy the Mow, I wanna thank Matthew Dombrowski for this hat right here. He made this one for me, and I said, this is perfect for my Memorial Day festivities, so thanks a lot, Matt. Now, for those of you that watched last week's video, you'll remember that I broke out old Red the Recycler here, and I hadn't broke him out in so long, and I forgot how enjoyable it was to mow with this mower at 22 inches. The other thing I had forgotten was that this mower has a hookup for the Toro lawn striper. And so that was buried away in the garage, and I found it. And so today what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use old Red here, and I'm gonna try to mow some stripes in the old St. Aug. But before we go getting too crazy mowing stripes in the St. Aug, I gotta clean things up here. Gotta get those edges clean, gotta do a little weed whacking. Here's your tip for the week, lawn care nuts. Sometimes taking the road less traveled means you lose an appendage. Dear Lord, we pray for these stolons. Please forgive them, for they know not what they've done. So I finished the mow, and I don't know if you can see behind me, there's a storm coming in. This is why we have fertilizer bans in the summer, because we get these afternoon thunderstorms and they come down like really hard, like a couple inches within minutes really. And any fert that you've put in the lawn can wash out into the street. And then of course, all of this leads to waterways. In my case, it leads to the Manatee River, which flows directly out into Tampa Bay and the Gulf. But we're not in the fert ban yet, and then that's why this is really kind of like my last app of the season, because all during the summer I can't use NPK ferts, just micros. Storms and fert bans aside though, the reason that I really don't like this storm right now is that I can't see my stripes, because you need to have a light source in order to see stripes, and especially with St. Aug that doesn't take a stripe as well as some of the cool season grasses do, you need a really bright light source, and that light source has to be behind you. And so the sun right now is behind that. And that's what's coming. So I'm hoping maybe that clearing over there or that one will end up over there, so I can get my thumbnail shot. In the meantime, you can see what the stripes look like without a light source. Of course, the other thing this might do is it might stop me from throwing down my Milo. I might have to do that tomorrow on Sunday. That's all right. It's a good thing. It's a long weekend. All right, there it is. I gotta hurry because that cloud's gonna get it again. Hey, what's up y'all? All right, well, today is Sunday. It's day 3 now. You know, got rained out last night as you saw, and so now I'm back to put down my application here. But that's all good because, I mean, the lawn care getting stretched out over the weekend is definitely not a problem for me. Now, as I usually do in these videos, I'm just gonna apply to one section here, otherwise it would just make the video way longer. But for purposes of today's video, I'm just gonna be taking care of this section right here, which is adjacent to my main stage. This section goes right along here and right over here to the sidewalk. So here on my property map, that is section 2, and section 2 is 2,000 square feet. I got my app here, and I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this, but it says right here, apply fertilizer. This is round 3 for me, and most of you that are starting in the app, you should probably be starting with round 3 also. If I want to, I can click in here and I can watch a really cool video from this really good looking fella here, but basically it gives me some options for fertilizer. You can also see there are some recommendations for biostimulants, and today we're gonna apply one of those. That'll be the RGS. And that's something I just wanted to get out here real quick. The biostimulants, guys, you don't have to put them all down on the same day and bomb it all into the lawn. The biostimulants should be stretched out. If there's 2 or 3 of those recommended for each application, do one weekend, another the next weekend, another the next weekend. But for me, I like to put the RGS down on the same day as my fertilizer, because RGS stands for root growth stimulant. It's got humic, fulvic, and sea kelp, but it's just gonna give good stimulation not only to the grass and the roots, but also to the soil, which is great because I'm putting in an organic fertilizer today. I mean, of course, you guys knew I was gonna bust out the old standby. I mean, I'm a traditionalist to the core. There it is right there, Southern Lawns Memorial Day 32 pounds for 2,500 square feet over by there. I only have 2,000 square feet, so I'm gonna leave 5 pounds in the bag there, but I'm gonna eyeball it. Because remember, with Milorganite, there's no chance of burning anything, nothing like that. So we're just gonna keep it nice and light. But for those of you that wanna calculate the bag rate, you just take the 32 pounds and you divide that by 2.5 and you'll get 12.8. So the bag rate, I mean, you're cool if you can use the word bag rate. Like if you go to Home Depot, Lowe's, Ace, and you see the guy walking down the aisles there and you go, hey brah, what's the bag rate of that product right there? You're gonna sound like a total lawn savage, right? So just wanna let you know, that's one of those terms, bag rate. Kind of like calling Kentucky Bluegrass KBG. How y'all doing with your KBG? You know, it's one of those things, like if you know acronyms or you know cool words to use, or like, hey man, I'm gonna put some PGR on my lawn, then you're a cool kid. But anyway, you guys care more about how much nitrogen that's gonna deliver, right? At least that's what I care about. So this product is 6% nitrogen. So if we're putting 12.8 pounds of this down across each 1,000 square feet, and it's 6% nitrogen, that means that 6% of everything in this bag is nitrogen. We take 12.8 times 0.06, because 0.06 is the same thing as 6%. You know, you gotta move those decimal places a couple places there. 8 times 0.06 equals 0.768. 0.768 is the answer. So 0.768 is just over 3/4. 3/4 is 0.75. Don't you love this, like 8th grade math? I know I do. Now maybe for some of you this was 5th grade math, but it took me to 8th grade to actually understand it, so don't worry. But 0.76, so just over 3/4 pounds of nitrogen. Can't you see I'm shooting the video right here? All right, so I'm gonna try to talk over that thing, but I did want to point out real quick, I actually have a vintage bag. This is a late 2017 vintage bag of the Milo. Well, it's a half bag. So look at this, 540, huh? Changed to the 640 nowadays. I guess you folks in Milwaukee, your diets have changed over the last couple, 2-3 years. You're producing a little different product for us over there, eh? Now, I don't ever plan to actually use this. No way, man. I'm gonna age this like a fine wine. But I do like to break it out on special occasions just to remember the goodness and the smell of success from 2017. It was such a good year. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh boy, don't spill any of that. It's like a collector's item. I could probably get like a couple $2-3 on eBay for this. I will say I prefer the Mazzotti household on there with that American flag flying rather than the Joneses here, but oh man. Oh, don't do that. I'll tell you what, it sure does age well. Have you ever, did you ever have that friend when you were a kid that had like the dirty house that maybe they had one too many cats? And yeah, you know that friend? They still had their grandma's couches from the 60s, even though it was like 1985. You know, and sometimes you'd sleep over and you'd have to sleep on that couch. Yeah. It smells like that. Now let's compare that to the current formula. I happen to have a bag here that I opened the other day. This is the new stuff. Oh yeah, what's up, buddy? Oh yeah. So different. This is definitely more fresh blueberry pie. Even smells a little grainy. That makes sense coming from Milwaukee. That's a beer state. You get the graininess out of it. Let's open her up a little more. Smells like a fresh hayfield, actually. Like a blueberry hayfield. But you know mostly what it smells like? You know. It smells like success. One other thing, I didn't want to leave this out. RGS also has the smell of success, but it's completely different. For those of you that are my age, and I'm assuming even now, tubing like down a river was like a big thing, especially down here in Florida. Especially more like a lazy river on a hot, humid, still day in the middle of the summer, like in August, you go tubing. Now, we used to use old tractor inner tubes to tube on because they were really big. And actually what we would do is we would put a little piece of plywood in the hole so you could have like a little seat. And oftentimes you get a little rowdy, as kids tend to do, and those inner tubes would pop, and there was a certain smell to the air that was inside those old tractor inner tubes. That's what I get from the RGS. That's a lot of success right there. Well, it's Memorial Day and a little bit of rain. Edit took a little longer than I wanted to. This has been going since early this morning. Well, there you go, guys. You can see just as fast as the rain comes, it goes here in Florida. It's just how it is here. But I got my sons here, the Marine and the Airmen, so we're getting ready to, well, we got a couple hours left on that Boston butt there, and we're gonna make some pulled pork tacos. Looking forward to that. Got some corn and some sugar water right there. By the way, thank you Bethel Farms for the cooler. But while that finishes up, one thing I did this morning was I just posted a picture when we got started with this, and I asked folks in the group, I said, hey, show me what you got on the grill. And it looks like we have got a lot of really talented, is the word grill masters? Grill masters. Anyways, you guys know what I'm saying. So I'm gonna end this video showing you some of the freedom that's cooking on the grills of our fellow lawn care nuts. With that, I'm Alan Hain, the Lawn Care Nut. Thanks a lot for watching, y'all. Happy Memorial Day. Hope you have a wonderful day with your family. Hope you have a great week upcoming, and I'll see you in the lawn.